So this is finally happening. I'm recording my first video. And it's probably gonna be so cringy when I look back at it, but I don't care now. I just need to get this party started. So, shall we? I'm Dante. I'm a concept artist from Ukraine, and I've been living in US for past 5 years. I have lots of hobbies. Apart from doing art, I do enjoy baking and cooking. I like to try out new recipes. I love figure skating. Since I was 13, I dreamed of being a competitive figure skating, but I realized later that it was kind of late for me to be competitive. If I had, invested more time in it, probably end up a competitive skater. But since I already chose my path in art, I couldn't really disperse my focus on both sports and, uh, career. So I had to kind of decrease in my training sessions intensity and just do figure skating for fun. So this is something I still do just to entertain my inner child, and because I genuinely enjoy that. I also go to gym. I love playing music, and I play guitar, piano, and drums. I wish I had drums here so I can practice it more, but unfortunately I cannot. I also like storytelling and writing. I do write times to times when I feel like, whoa, I have a lot of thoughts, I really want to write them down. I like playing video games like slashers, PvP, RPGs. I like playing with friends too because it's really funny. My ultimate goal is to create my own animated series. Another Realm is the name for it. It may be a temporary name, I'm not sure. I had the different name before, but I didn't feel like it connects the dots. It's just kind of the name that doesn't really speak to the main message of the story. So I changed it to Another Realm that speaks a bit more. I have already a few character concepts finished. They already posted on my Instagram and my ArtStation, and there'll definitely be more because I have a lot of characters in mind that haven't gotten their concept and appearances yet. So this is great. This is what we're gonna be working on. I'm gonna be sharing the whole process, how I start the concept. You and me, together, we're gonna be creating concepts for characters, stories, narratives. So this is gonna be kind of the space where we can create something new. The whole world, the universe is. I'm also gonna be sharing tips and tutorials on how to start creating concept art and character design from the beginning to the final somewhat rendered piece. Again, concept is not about perfectly rendered splash art or concept. It's raw ideation. Raw. It's like you're not supposed to make it perfectly outlined, perfectly shaded. They may not be any shades at all. You just draw in silhouette and that's it. That's the concept. It's there. As long as it's definable, legible, draws your eyes and attention to it, then the concept is great. You don't have to do anything else. Of course, if you want to work a bit more, expand on this concept, make it look a little bit more detailed and as if there was something more to the story, backstory, the background, all of that. All of this is gonna be here. So maybe if you're feeling like, oh, I would love to do this for a living, or I want to be a concept artist, make my career out of it. So hopefully this channel will be somewhat helpful because I'm also on this journey. and I would love to share everything I know, share my experience and my knowledge, and learn alongside with you guys, because I want this space to be not also like educational, but like make it exploration focused too. You know what I mean? So I'm also going to be learning while recording and in the process of creating concepts and art. So if you feel like that's something you would enjoy, you can also put me on the background and just watch me drawing. There might be live streams as well. I would be recording myself drawing or playing games with my friends. We'll see how far it goes. But, just sharing the process, how like my workflow happens in the moment. Sometimes it's just like I would start drawing and really focus on some like minor, like unimportant detail in the moment and just get distracted and, total chaos. But I learned to thrive in that chaos because I kind of like the idea of, finding the balance in this not hectic, but, chaotic workflow. This format of this channel is not yet decided because I was thinking of, just making it exist first and then make it perfect later, because I'm not sure where or when I will end up with this content. So the format will be definitely changing. I will be adding like totally different stuff, like maybe that will not even be related to this. Ideally, I want to create this space where I'm just able to share my authentic self, my lifestyle, talk about, whatever happens, whatever is on the horizon, and whatever is relevant in the moment. Maybe because people might find it somewhat useful, or they may find themselves struggling with the same issues, or just finding themselves in the same pot. So it would be nice to just share. I know it's not gonna be perfect. I'm not even trying to make it perfect. I just make it real as possible. And what I would like from you is just to join me if you feel like this is something you would like to follow and look up to every week, every now and then, let's say, for the starters. So I invite you to join this little space of creative art sessions. We can draw alongside together. So if you feel like that's something you would like to see and that you would like to follow more, please join. I'm sure we'll be having a lot of fun together, and this channel might transform to something unique and different from what I initially envisioned it. And this is the end of the video. Let me know if there's anything I can improve on, if this content was in any way helpful to you and useful. I'll try my best to make it useful in the future as we go. Just let me know. Ask me questions. I would love to hear from you and see if people are really engaging with this content. So thank you, and look out for more. I hope to see you in the next videos.